Well, good morning to you and welcome back to Heartbeat of the Timbavati. An incredible update came through of one Birmingham breakaway white male, actually, with two of his brothers. Let's go see what's it all about, and hopefully we get a good sighting. I'll catch you there. Oh yes. Enter the Birmingham Coalition, born close to 2018, so these boys are about 5 years old. With the white brother, the leucistic male. Incredibly lucky to see these lions. It's been about close to a year since they last moved through the area. Wow. To be frank with you, I'm quite I've got a loss of words over here. Also, last time I did hear of these guys, they were very far to the south, completely out of our range. As nomadic individuals, the range compared to pride males 10 times larger. They have to pivot between the pride males' territories to avoid making contact with them. So you never know, with them being sort of in their final phase of their nomadic time as young males, the question is, where would they establish themselves? That's the big question, and let's hope it will be in our Central Traverse, because they're going to have obviously more sightings of this beautiful leucistic male lion. So, of course, a very well-known male lion. He also has a sibling, a sister, same age. Obviously, she made her way back to the old Birmingham pride, which young lionesses always do. They typically head back to the natal pride. Just a recessive gene, not true albinism. You can still see a little bit of the dark pigment, especially behind the ears and the tail tip. There's still some pigmentation in the eye. Wow. Well, all three of the males are looking in prime condition as well. Almost look fully fed too. If you do think of the nomadic lifestyle, he's very lucky to have his two tawny brothers. Chances of hunting successfully much better. And the third male about 10 meters to the right of the two brothers here. I've always wondered if the Birmingham breakaway boys, the other three that hasn't been seen of late, if one of them would ever try and join this coalition. So the last time we saw this white Birmingham with his tawny brother move through the area, it was of course only the two of them. So there is three in this coalition. It will just simply add to the strength of the coalition. Greater possibilities for them to propagate their own genetics. It's 7:30 on a morning game drive, and it is warming up slightly. That's why these boys seems like they have settled a bit here. It's fairly open around them, so they probably would move into some shade later on.
Bring full bottle some morning.
Keep coming around on that Lela. Yeah, you told us on a Lela. Copy. No, I'm the done.
A remarkable sight. These leucistic individuals, I think in total there could be about 4 in the entire Kruger system, so it is literally being struck by lightning or winning the lottery. We are very lucky to see this sighting, guys, and for you that's watching, I hope you are happy to see this boy. It's just an incredible opportunity to view this rarity. The Timbavati is well known for the wild leucistic lions, first of them being seen in the 1920s, 1930s. It's a great belief about them. By the local Shangaan people believe that it brings new hope. Well, that sort of belief has been modernized. It's not as prominent anymore, but we like to tell the story. More or less in the same areas where that young Avoca male with that sibling was found a couple of episodes ago. We've had the Vuelas here as well in the past. The Squirrel males plenty times in the last 2 years. So again, the nomadic individuals showing that they are pivoting between the dominant individuals, between the pride lands. Is trying to remain out of harm's way, and hopefully they get that right until they establish themselves a couple of females in the next year or two. The third male, that's about 10 meters from them, a good looking boy. We will just try and double check if it is in fact another Birmingham individual or a Birmingham breakaway. Apparently that large pride split 2017 to 18, somewhere in that region. But of course males in the same predicament, unrelated or partially related, they can join up in coalitions. Now both boys lifting up their heads, responding to distant roars. Directly to our left in that area, it's typically where the squirrel males are vocalizing or operating. Very far away. It's completely disdaining from it. They know they're far out of harm's way. So the southern range of these boys were towards the Manyaleti area, Orpen, very far south in the Timbavati. There's a great amount of coalitions operating in that way as well. So hopefully they can find a pocket somewhere in this region. If you do think of the giraffe pride, it's fairly vulnerable with only one male. We did receive an update this morning of the Sumatra boy that was with the pride, but he is still in a very, very bad shape. But only time will tell where these boys would be ending up going and establishing themselves. Well, another incredible sighting here in the central Timbavati. What a privilege. What a surprise it was. We were actually heading north, and then we heard of this, so we swung around to put ourselves in contention. But once again, enter the Birmingham coalition, with the one male being a leucistic white male line. But from the Timbavati Game Reserve, this is Christof Schoeman. I hope you enjoyed this one, folks. Until next time, stay safe, and cheers for now.